I stumbled upon an intriguing and mysterious mod for Incredibox called Sprunki, created by an anonymous author. This mod stands out drastically from any others you've probably encountered. It has a truly unique and haunting atmosphere. The moment we start the mod, we are immediately met with something unusual. The gray Sprunki characters appear without eyes or mouths, almost as if they're deliberately turned away from us, hiding their expressions. In the background, an enormous mountain rises, crowned by a giant face of black at its peak. This eerie image makes it seem as though Black is the leader of all the Sprunki, or is perhaps trying to manipulate them in some way, sending unspoken commands or exerting a hidden influence. When we try to activate any of the Sprunki, they remain turned away, with every one of them gazing intently at the mountain where Black's face looms. This adds a deeply unsettling and mysterious element to the scene. Each Sprunki character bears ominous words inscribed on their backs as if they're carrying hidden messages. For instance, Oren has the word danger written on him, while Veneria has away, and Mr. Tree displays the word run. These words heighten the eerie feeling that something is very wrong. It occurred to me that these inscriptions might be forming a secret message, as if the Sprunki are subtly trying to warn us about something. Perhaps they intentionally placed these words on their backs to keep them hidden from Black's sight, concealing their true intentions. If we activate the Sprunki in a specific order, beginning with Oren, a hidden message seems to emerge, one that might reveal the full extent of what the Sprunki are trying to tell us. The first message reads, "Danger is near." It seems they're trying to warn us about what might happen in the second phase. Most likely something bad is going to occur. Then, I pieced together additional phrases, "Stay away from here," "Hide now," "Time runs out," and "Run fast." There's also an inscription on Pinky's back that says, "Help." From this, we can sense that they are desperately trying to warn us about some extreme danger and are attempting to protect us. It seems as though they themselves have no chance of escape, and so they want to at least prevent us from becoming Black's victims. The inscriptions only appear on the backs of the initial Sprunki. I think only the first few were able to alert us before they were forced into silence. When the second phase activates, an enormous black face appears in the background. This face bears a striking resemblance to Black. It even has the same hat as his icon. It also has giant hands which look almost mystical, making a gesture as if to suggest control or influence over others. If we arrange all the Sprunki in a specific order, just as we did in Phase 1, we can interpret the following phrases. The first phrase, "He watches you," might imply that Black is aware of our presence and is watching us closely. The next phrase I formed is, "Must he no escape." This could mean that Black might be attempting to escape from us after committing something terrible, and we must prevent him from doing so. Then there's another phrase, "Under soul is his darkness." This suggests that Black is essentially made of darkness, or perhaps he embodies it. This indicates that no one controls him. His desire to spread darkness is entirely his own. The final phrase, found on the back of Pinky, struck me as especially chilling and unsettling, "holds you." This might mean that while we were busy deciphering these inscriptions, Black has noticed us, and now we are also trapped. There's no escape, and hiding from him may no longer be possible. Let's dive into what might have actually happened and what Black's intentions might have been. I believe he has a connection with some dark forces, possibly even drawing power from them. He seems to have the ability to control the Sprunki and bend them to his will. It appears he desired to dominate them and bring chaos to the world, and unfortunately, he succeeded. Although the Sprunki in Phase 2 still managed to leave hints for us, I suspect their souls have long been in Black's possession. The ending for the Sprunki is particularly chilling. It's far more frightening than I originally imagined. Yet, is there a chance the Sprunki could still be saved? Could they break free from Black's hold? What do you think? Share your theories in the comments. What do you believe happened, and what might Black's true objectives be? This theory is truly fascinating, with a captivating origin story about how it all began in the Sprunki world. According to this theory, the Sprunki world was initially a place of peace, but then Wenda was captured and forced to watch brain-exhausting videos, which effectively corrupted her mind. Most thought she was simply lost. Some Sprunki even created Mr. Fun Computer in hopes of finding her location, but it turned out to be a futile effort. So, they attached a poster to Mr. Tree, though oddly, Wenda's face was missing. When she finally returned, everyone celebrated her return, unaware that she had turned into a psychopath. Wenda attacked Oren with a knife, going as far as to slice open his chest. She opened Simon's mouth wide and removed his eyes, turning him into the first infected character. She also tore off Owak CX's lower jaw. Simon, now infected, bit into Brood's bucket and chest, infecting him as well. Then Simon spread the infection to Durple and Mr. Sunday. Tunner tried to end Wenda's rampage by shooting her, but she overpowered him, seized the gun, and shot him. Black, one of Wenda's captors, returned, witnessed the horror, and was quickly infected. Wenda saw Pinky crying over Oren and proceeded to tear her forehead. Sky, shocked, attempted to flee, but Simon pierced her with 4 glass rods. Ratty tried to resist, but ended up losing the left side of his face and was left hanging by a rope. Fortunately, Gray managed to survive. Mr. Fun Computer and Funbot were horrified, and Mr. Fun Computer urgently tried to alert the player to escape. This theory paints Black as only one part of a larger horror, explaining how a cascade of horrific events led to the infection spreading. If true, it suggests that Wenda's transformation was the catalyst, with Black acting almost as a harbinger of doom rather than the main orchestrator. What do you think? Could this theory really explain the dark origins of the infection, or do you believe there's more behind Black's motivations? This is a haunting and thought-provoking theory, especially with its psychological depth. Imagine if Gray truly is a child in a coma, with the people in his comatose world representing his real friends who are desperately trying to reach him. As he edges closer to death, his inner world could be growing darker, reflecting his struggle to hold on to life. Death itself may be creeping closer, forcing him to hide and evade its grip. Each attempt Gray makes to wake up might destabilize his comatose world further, fragmenting it and turning it into a nightmare. In this context, Mr. Fun Computer could indeed symbolize his mother, her pleas mirroring her desperation in the real world. Her words, telling him to run, hide, or fight to survive, reflect her desire to keep him alive as he's precious to her and needs her as much as she needs him. This theory transforms the entire game's narrative, turning it into a battle between life and death, with each character representing part of Gray's life, his memories, or his attachments to the real world. It would add a tragic and deeply personal layer to Gray's journey. It makes one wonder if his friends' help is their way of guiding him back, or if they're part of his struggle, either aiding or hindering his survival. Could this be the true underlying story, with the game reflecting his battle against slipping away? Or is it possible this world hides even more about Gray's psyche? That's certainly an intriguing theory. It's possible that Gray was warned about Wenda's intentions, and maybe he managed to stay out of her way until the very end. Perhaps she spared him because they were once close friends, or maybe he was just skillful enough to evade her all along. What do you think? Was it friendship, luck, or something else that kept Gray safe? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this idea. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to support us by leaving a like and sharing it with your friends. Also, be sure to check out our previous videos. We'd love to hear your own theories. Share them in the comments and we'll feature some of them in the next video. Together we can unravel the mysteries of Sprunki, and it's going to be an exciting journey.